is. Hi.
How's everything going? What did I miss? Yeah.
Well, hello, everybody. Good evening and Happy New Year, of course. I'm delighted to say this is actually our first broadcast of 2021. And as you can see, I'm joined by the man himself. A person I've spent a lot of time with, virtually anyway, over the last month or so, Ben Whibley. Ben, how are you? It's great to see you again. Happy New Year as well.
Yeah, Happy New Year. And thank you very much for inviting me onto the show today.
Right, now, Ben, we're here to talk something very, very important here. We'll get straight into it, shall we? The Motorsport Trade Network, because it's coming up this Thursday, isn't it? Now, tell us about this. This is fascinating. It's what a wonderful event.
Thank you. Yeah, well, first of all, I wanted to see how many words I could fit into a show title. So, yeah, it's a bit of a mouthful, to be honest with you. We really did try to make it a tongue twister, and for me especially, I thought it certainly worked. But yeah, at the moment, we're still in this really weird position. And as an event organizer myself, I have been for many, many years, nearly 16 years. We've never found ourselves in this position. Last year, we thought we would still be able to deliver the event. We couldn't, so we put on a virtual event, which worked brilliantly. Yeah, thank you to you guys for being part of that. But the biggest thing is networking still needs to happen. And networking works on so many levels of whether somebody wants to buy their new race suit or an engine builder needs to have further discussions to source the next products that he needs. Now, everything stops when events stop as well. And this, unfortunately, what has happened. And we had every thought, like everybody else, out at Christmas time, that we would start continuing quite quickly. Now, we've got two events next year. We've got July at Donington, and we're also at November at Silverstone Circuit. Now, the best will in the world, everything it should happen. And to be honest, I still stand by that. I think that will. But the trend for going to events, I think, will change ever so slightly. But, the shortfall is between now and the next 6 months, people still need to network. And so we really looked around to create some kind of platform. So I'm really, excited to say that we've actually found something which is a little bit further than anything else that I've seen out there.
Definitely, and this is actually slightly different. Motorsport Days Live that we did, the virtual show that we did with you, was a show, wasn't it? We had some incredible guests on, and a big thank you to everybody who took part in that. This is actually proper networking, isn't it? It's face-to-face virtual networking.
Yeah, it is. And I think the best person or the best way to explain it is to actually show you. So we're pretty excited to say we've got a new floor plan launch for Thursday this week. And here we go. You can actually see it here. So let's be honest, it's pretty cool. This is obviously awesome. We've created it around motorsport. So you've got some connectivity with it there. But each
5 McLarens on the grid there, then.
McLaren, Ferrari, you name it, they're all there. Apart from Aston Martin, it would seem. But it really is simple. You simply click onto a table that you want to network with. So some of them we've got some sponsors by. So we've got people like Race Shock, Driven Racing. We've got tire companies. We've got people like HRX coming along. We've got insurance companies. You name it. Everybody's there. But as I say, the process is really simple. You simply you arrive at the floor plan, which you can see here, and you can simply just double click onto any table, and you only see the people around your table. So if you select a table of 2, you'll only see the 2 screens like we're talking now. Or if you want to have slightly, further discussions with more people, you can click on a table for 4, 6, even up to 8. So again, you get to jump around and network with people. So rather than having a Zoom call with a certain amount of people where sometimes it's difficult to get your voice across if you're in front of 10, 15 people, this way you can do it, but you can choose who you want to talk to and choose which company you want to talk to. So it's open between 10 and 3. Which we feel is enough time on Thursday later this week. But you don't need to stay the whole day. You can come for an hour, or you can work as your daily calendar allows you to do so. So if you want to come back in again at any point, then you're welcome to do so. But we've got nearly 500 people coming to the event. If you can get around all 500 in between 10 and 3, you're doing a good job.
I always try at every Motorsport Days. I try and get around. I never quite managed to do it. For those watching as well, I just want to know some of the people who are attending. I hope you don't mind me doing this, Ben, but here are, this has been all over social media, of course. If you can see that, this is some of the people who will be attending this Thursday. I'm pleased to say we will be there as well. I will be dotted around. So it's just that simple. I can go into a room, Ben, I can chat to 750 Motor Club, for example, if they happen to be at the same time. I can chat with their representative in the room, just like this. There'll be other people around, but we just introduce ourselves as we come in and network. That simple.
Yeah, it is, and the beauty of it is that you can select on the right hand side. You can go to the chat mode, and you can see who's attending the event. So if you want to, is anyone particular that you wanted to, catch up with a chat, talk about COVID, or better still, talk about motorsport, you simply just do that. You can click on them, and then you can arrange to say, right, well, let's meet on table 6. Let's not kid ourselves. We're not trying to take anything away from events. We're not trying to recreate the wheel at the moment. But what we are trying to do is help the industry to network. And pick itself up and get in front of people, and there is no better platform. Generally speaking, I've looked at so many of them over the last year, and this really is it. And we're looking at extending this out across the rest of the year. So I'm happy to say today that we're going to give away some passes. So if anyone would like a free ticket to attend, because it is a paid for, then all you need to do is simply like and share this broadcast on the Motorsport Days Facebook page, and we'll give out some free passes to people. So it couldn't be easier.
It couldn't be easier. You can register as well, the Motorsport Trade Network. The website's just running across the bottom. It's quite long-winded, that. So just go to motorsportdays.live, go to the website, and you follow the prompts. It's pretty straightforward, isn't it? But yes, just to reiterate, go to wherever you're watching this now. If you're not watching it on the Motorsport Days Facebook page, go to the Motorsport Days Facebook page right now. Just click like, share, watch the rest of the broadcast from that page. It's that simple. It won't cost you a penny. Just do it, because tickets are £25, aren't they? So it's worth it. And we've got some tickets to give away. Ben will pick at random, and he'll get in touch with you and hand over your free ticket. Sounds pretty good. Now, Ben, it's more than just networking, isn't it? As well, there's speakers, isn't there? There's some guest speakers.
Yeah, there are. Networking is great, but we all need a break in between some of those sessions, and we've got some fantastic speakers. The event is about networking, so we didn't really want to take too much time away from people to do so. So basically, it works an hour on, then a 20-minute Q&A session, then an hour networking, then 20-minute Q&A sessions between 10 and 3. So our first session is actually electric vehicles. And we got some, I'll tell you what, some amazing stuff. Some people may have seen it already, but in a snapshot, we've got Air Speeder, and we've got the Electric Racing Academy, or ERA. But I think we've got a video
to show of those. Shall I show the ERA images? Just check this out, by the way.
So this is it. It was supposed to be at Motorsport Days Live in November last year, but for obvious reasons, it didn't happen. So we're actually going to speak to them, Dieter, who's actually running it. Now, that is an F4 chassis with a electric battery inside of it, and their test driver just said it's just off the chart. It is just so ridiculously fast because the power delivery is just there constantly. So, it's great to have a chat with them about that car.
That's going to be sensational. We were actually talking off when we weren't live, weren't we, off camera, about that, what circuit that is. If anybody can tell us what circuit that is, please comment. If you could comment on the Motorsport Days page, first one to get it right, I'm sure Ben will happily give you a free ticket to the Trade Network. So the first person to guess what circuit that is correct over on the Motorsport Days, comment on the Motorsport Days page. It's the only place you get it. Don't do it on My Supercar. Head over to Motorsport Days Facebook page. Comment what circuit. First person to get it right will win a free ticket if you're happy to do that, Ben.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, I think I know what it is, but I'm not gonna say it. I think you do as well. So it'd be interesting to see what everyone else thinks what quarter that is. But yeah, we've got those guys coming, but we've also got Airspeeder as well. But I believe you've got a video just to show everyone what that is.
Yeah, absolutely. We'll play that now. I don't think I've ever seen a cooler video in my life than that.
Do you know it's 2 meters long? It's massive. They are really big, and I think it's something, especially like with drone flying and everything else. This is obviously like another level, but they look absolutely amazing. So it's great to have them, talking about EV again and everything else they've got.
That is just that's sensational. I mean, how close is that to actually coming and sort of racing this year? Is that possible? I mean, I guess we'll find out on Thursday, won't we?
Well, this is about to say you'll have to find out. And the other speaker, which I'm delighted to say we've got today as well, is actually Rob Smedley. So he's part of the electric karting, and really excited that he's got involved as well. So he's going to be speaking along with the other chaps in the first session. So yeah, I don't need to give the guy any more airtime than that. Everyone knows who he is and how exciting it is for him to be there. So again, once the session's finished, they'll go straight onto the floor and continue networking with people. So you could be, rubbing shoulders with those guys as well. Another session we've got is about post-Brexit. So we got an expert from Fujitsu, the trade and customs practice guy there, Frank. He's very knowledgeable, and again, there are a lot of suppliers and manufacturers who will be doing trade with Ireland and obviously across Europe as well. So he's got some really good useful comments to say there. And then we got the next session, or the last session should I say, with two BTCC titans. Yeah, so we've got Martin Broadhurst from Power Max Racing and Norman Burgess from Sicily as well. So they're going to be just talking about the touring cars with the new hybrid era engine that's coming into play, and just a general chat. But again, anyone can ask them questions, and they get voted up onto during the day. So we've got some fantastic speakers. Great opportunity for people to table network. It's virtually amazing, as I would say.
I like what you did there. Very, very clever. It is incredible. And just to clarify to everybody, do go register. It is so worth it. If you're involved in motorsport, it's not to be missed, really. It is. I know you were saying before, Ben, you're not trying to replace stuff, but nothing's happening at the minute. There are no events. There's things like this is almost a lifeline, isn't it? We had Motorsport Days. We managed to take it virtual. And now we've got this as well. just how much work do you actually ever have a day off? Did you have Christmas Day off? Tell me a Christmas Day.
I did. I did. Unfortunately, my daughter was a bit unwell right up until over Christmas as well. So that didn't help things this year. But bless her, she's all well now though. But yeah, not really. But we live in the fast-paced world of motorsport. Nothing ever stops. We've got to keep going. If we sit here and wait for the business to come to us, then we never move forward. So that's one part of it. But the other part is when I launched Motorsport Days as a brand, it's exciting. It helps the people network. It helps people find out the latest track and test days. I'm very keen on helping the end user, because I've been on the other side, and trying to find the latest track and test days has always been quite difficult. We make it easier. Trying to choose your next race car, we make it easier by allowing you to test drive. And now, networking at the moment is pretty difficult, but we're actually helping the industry, move forward with it.
100%. And yes, once again, do register for the event if you're involved in motorsport. It is a not to be missed event. Website's running across the bottom. It's quite simple. motorsportdays.live. Head over there, just click the event. It's on the homepage, isn't it, Ben? It's pretty straightforward, isn't it? And it takes you to, I think, an Eventbrite page. You just register there and you get your tickets. What happens then? Let's say I've just registered, Ben. How do I access it? Do I get a link sent to me on Thursday, or what happens?
Yep. So everybody will get sent a link Wednesday at some point, and then they'll be able to actually register for the event and confirm their spot for attending. And then on Thursday morning at 10 o'clock, it opens. Everybody gets parachuted in randomly on a table to help the networking. And then from there, you can move around the floor plan and have chats with lots of like-minded people.
Fantastic. And once again, just do head over to the Motorsport Days Facebook page right now, like and share this broadcast, and you might win a free ticket. Why not? It's well worth it. So for motorsport networking, it's the place to be. It's the Motorsport Trade Network this Thursday, organised by the man himself, just below me there, Mr. Ben Whibley. Ben, any final words before we get yourself ready for Thursday, I suppose?
Yeah, no, very busy times ahead, but yeah, in my eyes, there's no excuses. You've got the opportunity to get a free ticket. Jump in and network, and blow off the cobwebs, and have chats with people, and network and get yourselves out there. Then we'll be back in July at Donington and nice sunny Silverstone in November later this year. But we wish everybody well. In all seriousness, there's a lot going on at the world at the moment, and of course, there is more important things. But this is a great thing for the motorsport community. Thank you again, Ian, and to the team for allowing me to shout this out from the rooftops, and look forward to seeing more from you guys this year of people racing out on track.
We'll be busy. We always are. We'll be here, there, and everywhere, dotting around with our camera. I can assure you that. Ben, once again, thanks for your time. It's been an absolute pleasure. I'll see you on Thursday. I will be potting around myself virtually, having a nice time. So there we go. That's Ben Whibley. It's the Motorsport Trade Network. It's underway this Thursday. Head over to motorsportdays.live to register your ticket. But if you want a free one, when you want to get yourself a free one, head over to the Motorsport Days Facebook page right now. You've got the rest of the evening to go over to the Motorsport Days Facebook page, give it a like, share this broadcast, and then Ben will get in touch with 10 completely picked at random, and you'll all get a free ticket. We can't say fairer than that. Ben, I'll see you Thursday. I've been in Waterhouse from my supercar, and we will be back live actually in a couple of days for a special show with some friends of ours, but more on that later. See you guys.